Should not be. Pretty good stuff. It's exciting.
All right, sir, we're ready when you are.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
I got an exciting product that I want to talk to everyone about. They're display ads. And display ads are a functional way for your customers, primarily AEDs, and you're all DDSMs, by the way, your AEDs to reach out a little further in their market than the traditional website that you've been using. A lot of our alliance dealers have either been doing well on their number, or we want to see them exceed their number, move their bib level up, to help drive more units into our center. One of the ways to do that is to help expand the traditional advertising resource. So display ads build awareness by putting your customers' ads on hundreds of web's most popular sites. Some of you have seen display ads, some may find them a little bit cumbersome. You go in, you research a product, then you leave that website, you go to look at something else, and all of a sudden, the display ad will pop up. And I'll show you in a little bit what the display ad looks like. It promotes primary tire brands and promotions online. So whatever the customer wants to reflect, obviously in this case, Michelin BFG will use as an example, and then whatever promotions associate with that tire will be part of the display ad. It drives visitors to your customer's website and then back again when they're ready to buy. The key for display ads is on a typical website, somebody may have to go into Google, type in tires, and then Google will use whatever words or radius the customer is to pop up a tire shop near them. And you'll have everybody, Sears, Sam's Club, Costco, that'll be it. What this does is it reaches new customers who aren't actively searching for customers in your for your customer's business. So if they're in a town that's not close by and they type in tires, your customer's not reaching them anymore. They're out of their area, but Costco's getting them, Sam's Club's getting them, Town Fair's getting them. What the banner ads and display ads allow us to do is to actually target zip codes, target towns, and be able to get that reach a little bit further, or whatever's comfortable for the customer. It gives the customer 50% more visibility, so it's an extension of their website. It's 100% covered by BDF funds. We use as a value added with TCI, our T3 program, to develop and design these display ads. Then T3 shoots them back to us. They're already pre-approved, and essentially the customer has to just approve the design of it, and then we send it off to whoever your website developer is to get these posted and get them online. So the big thing about the visibility part is that it's targeted by zip code. It's a radius can be predetermined, so we can look out a 10 mile, 15 mile radius outside the customer's shop. Whereas before, if he did a mailer, he really didn't know what the reach was. He didn't really know the result of the mailer. Here we can actually measure the results of how it's impacting. How is it driving business back to his website? An example of a measured result is here is a typical BIB3 customer of mine. And as you can see, his July and August sales were well under 100 units for July and August. In September, he's now over 200 units, and in September is when we started the display ad for this customer. This is a big jump in his business, and we were able to measure the amount of units and coincide that with hits to his website by how many clicks he was getting on his display ad. Having a website alone is like opening a business and not telling anyone you're open. It's great that we all have a website, but really, how do you drive business in geographical areas into that website and then get more customers to call? Once our AEDs get the phone ringing, they do a very good job of getting customers in the door. So the value added for TCI and what we do is to target our AEDs that either we want to bib up or struggling on their bib number and be able to get more business in the door for them. Because I don't think there's an AED out there that doesn't want to drive more business. Ads are in a wide range of sizes. This is an example of an ad for Route 10 tire. This was the AED that was a BIB3 struggling on his number. We gave him an example of what a $70 rebate would look like. This would pop up on the top of the website. Now, for a great example of how this pops up is, and I want to use a little pointer. Is this a pointer? Typically here, you're going to have website, you're going to have map, you're going to have call, and you'll have Facebook. That'll populate on the corner. So if a customer goes in and hits tires, and they're in that geographical zip code, it's going to pop in there, and the nice thing will happen is, I just want to go ahead and call this customer. You can hit the button if they're on their smartphone. which is the smaller version, it'll call right from the smartphone. If they're on AccuWeather or weather.com on the smartphone, this will pop up on the bottom because they've searched tires in the past and they're in that geographical radius. The cube style pops up on the left and right hand side. The other day, I'm using it as an example, I was on Amazon looking at snowblowers, and I kind of did a couple comparison of snowblowers, and you can do the same thing with tires. I left the site, I was on my Fantasy Yahoo, and here comes this banner ad that pops up of another company that had snowblowers on sale. And I went, wow, that's a better price than what I looked at. And I clicked it, and I said to my wife, we gotta get a snowblower, let's go there. It does the same thing for your customer. It could pop up this rebate. Now, what we have rolling right now, which actually should pop through today, is the $70 Premier and Defender tire for our T3 Pluses, and we're running banner ads for those to drive the Premier and the Defender tire into our AADs that want to run this. This also helps because with T3, we've run into some obstacles with T3 as far as what we offer. We've had some challenges out there. One of the ways to combat the challenges on some of our elements and some of the challenges we have with our elements is to add additional value to this. Well, put your ad department to work and get these ad displays set for your customers. And Route 10 was just super excited of what he's getting in return right now for his investment. The mobile ad can drive direct click-to-call responses, as I mentioned, in addition to website traffic. So he said if he's on weather.com, he'll see his tire ad pop up, and all he has to do is click the call button, and it calls the customer, and then he can get a tire quote. The research that I've done with our AADs in my market, and I have 18 of them, is that most customers don't use the tire lookup tool on the website. They call for quotes. So they've all said, get people to call me. That's what I need you to do. Okay, so here we go, and this has been a big push. All of these websites are what support display ads. So if a customer is on Facebook, Netflix, and it's New York Post, AccuWeather, all of these are where these display ads will reach out to. Like I said, with a predetermined zip code area and city, you can actually plug in the cities that you want. You can customize your customer's reach based on what he feels his capacity is. Because he doesn't want to reach out too far. He may get overwhelmed and then put himself in a bad situation where he's actually losing customers and not gaining customers. So I wanted to just kind of give you a brief, high-level overview of what a display ad is. It's very popular. It's becoming extremely popular now in the Western region, where they're using this more and more because competition per capita is just becoming immense. And it really targets a particular type of customer. And right now, the ads that we're looking at running are snow tire changeover. So our ADs want the customers to know that, hey, bring the tires in, we can get them changed over for snow tires, so we can actually run custom ads, and we can change them monthly. We can pause them. All the billing is done 90 days later. So they'll go in and you'll get your pre-approval, but you won't actually process the payment for the ad for 90 days ahead of time. So if you have a customer that's really short on their BDF funds and they need to accrue more, well, here's a great example of sell more tires, you earn more funds, let's run these display ads to help support your website, and in turn what that's going to do is build more BDF funds, and by the time this payment rolls around, you're going to have plenty of money in the bank. Or if you have a situation where a customer is coming towards the end of their cycle and they're going to run out of their funds, their funds aren't going to be used, they can forward bill. So you can actually prepay 6 months of display ads, so that way you don't lose your BDF funds. It's a huge advantage that we have over our competition right now. There's very few companies that are offering these, but you'd really check in your local market to see what company is offering these. Any questions?
What's the average cost?
Typically, it's a 6-month contract, and they can start in it right at $199 a month. They run $199 a month for unlimited clicks, and they can change it up every month.
Really?
If they want it. Yep. So it's
by time, not by clicks.
Yeah, it's by now. You can also add Google AdWords into that as well, and that's done by click. But with the banner ads, it's a set price, and it's pretty neat because we actually have our ad department send them back to us. Customers love them. They look pretty cool, and it's the latest technology. Anybody else?
Who's the company that's doing this for us?
Right now, the company that I've been using is called Haibu, and they're an English company that has bought Yellow Book. So Haibu is nationwide. And when I got on Dealer Connect and I called Channel Fusion, they knew exactly who they were. They build websites, they do the display ads. Right now, NetDriven doesn't have this as an option. So I needed something to complement. So my job was I reached out to find out who my local rep was in our market, and we've done joint presentations with customers on the display ads just to expand their business. And that's it.
Very good.
Thank you.